What's up everyone, it's your girl Tara Sydney. I am so excited to be recording this video today. I have waited a long time for it, so let's just jump right into it. Talking about recruitment specifically at Indiana University. I decided to do this because 1, every school does it differently, and 2, I went through it at IU, so everything I'm saying is from firsthand experience. I get this question a lot. So I found this definition from the Sorority Life website. So they say that sororities are values-based social organizations that were originally founded to provide women a space to gather and share common interests. So that's like the official definition, I guess you could say. But my definition is that a sorority is basically a philanthropic organization where women who share similar values and interests come together into a sisterhood. And I also get a lot of questions about what a philanthropy is. So philanthropy is just raising money for a cause, which is what sororities and other Greek life organizations do. Okay, before we get started into the juicy details of this video, there are a few basic terms that we're going to cover. So first, sorority versus chapter. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using these two terms synonymously. Basically, we use the term chapter during recruitment to refer to sororities instead of saying house. This is because not all chapters have a house, so we just call them all chapters. Another term to know is dirty recruitment or dirty rush. I'm pretty sure like the official term is dirty recruitment. This basically is actions, words, or things that are considered bad recruitment etiquette. So for example, if when you're leaving a chapter, a woman says, "See you later," this is implying that you'll get an invite back, which is definitely not good and it's bad etiquette. Another example would be if, as a new member, if I take a water bottle or napkin, etc. from a chapter, this is also considered like bad etiquette because there could be like secret hidden notes in them or something. I don't know, just don't take anything. The women at the chapter will be asking for water bottles and all this stuff back before you leave the door, so this shouldn't be a problem. Okay, the next thing is Rogama, or Rogam for short. This is a woman of a chapter who is disaffiliated from her chapter to become a mentor to potential new members, or PNMs for short. And that is you if you are going through recruitment. So yeah, Rogams are basically your mentors and guides throughout recruitment. You can ask them any and all questions. I know that I sent pictures of my potential outfits to my Rogam and I was like, oh my gosh, is this okay to wear for this round or this round? And she was very helpful. So definitely hit up your Rogams. Okay, the last term is not an official term, but I'm pretty sure I remember my Rogam mentioning this. We refer to women in a chapter as women and not girls. This is because we are technically women and it's just more respectful and I guess politically correct in recruiting terms. Okay, so here we go. Rounds. There are 4 rounds of recruitment. In each round, a woman will meet you at the door and they will offer to take your jacket or your handbag. This is not as weird as it sounds. It's just a common courtesy thing. I found that giving a woman my jacket made it easier for me to spot her out in a crowd later on because she has my jacket and I know what my jacket looks like. Basically, they will pick you up at the door and they will lead you to a room or an area where you will sit down and talk to them. All you have to do as the PNM is sit there and wait as people walk in and out to talk to you. But it'll all be guided. They will tell you when and where to sit and when to leave, stuff like that, so do not worry. Okay, so the last thing is ranking. When you are ranking your chapters at the end of each round, the number of chapters that you rank in your top versus your bottom will change depending on each round. When you're ranking your top chapters, the order does not matter, and this is for all the rounds except preference round, which is the last one, and I will get into that more later. When you're ranking your bottom chapters, the order does matter. The chapters you rank in your bottom will move up in the order that you rank them if one of your top chapters does not invite you back. Okay, so first round of recruitment is open invite round. So basically this is 2 days where you will visit all 22 chapters. You will start off with your walk around group, which is basically the group you met with your Rogam before break, I believe. You will all walk to your first chapter with your Rogams. So during this round, you will talk to about 1 to 5 women at each chapter. These are just casual conversations, so the basics like year, name, obviously, hometown, your likes and dislikes, favorite TV shows, stuff like that. I want to say you visit half of the chapters in the first day and half the next day, so definitely get some good rest the night before because they are long days. So during open invite round, you will be picked up at the door by a woman of the chapter, and they will guide you to a certain area or room where you will be sitting and talking to them, and then the other women that will cycle in to talk to you as well. And after the round is over, the woman that's talking to you, they will know when to get up and lead you out the door, so there's no worries about that. Okay, so ranking for open invite round. You're going to rank your top 16 chapters in no order, and then your bottom 6 chapters, and this one the order does matter. So to recap, the chapter that I list as my number 1 in the bottom has the potential of moving up to my potential chapters if one of those chapters does not call me back. Second round is Philanthropy round. This is also 2 days, and you will have the chance to visit a maximum of 16 chapters. I say maximum because after this round, you will get your list back and you might not have a full list. This is based on your rankings and then the chapters rankings. So I actually had 14 chapters on my list after this round, which is totally normal. I actually talked to my program recently, and she was saying that it's more normal to have an incomplete list than a very full list. But if you also have a full list, that is totally fine too. Everyone's is going to be different the longer you go through the process. Okay, so during Philanthropy round, again, you're going to be picked up at the door by a woman of the chapter, and some chapters will do it differently, but basically they're going to guide you to a room where you will be sitting down with fellow P&Ms, and you'll be watching a philanthropy video based on the chapter's philanthropy. So I guess now's the time to kind of think about whether your philanthropic views match with the views of these sororities. It's also one good factor to consider when you're thinking about joining a chapter. So after watching that video, the woman will guide you back to a room or an area where you will begin the recruitment process again. Here you'll be talking to about 3 women for about 7-minute conversations, and these are somewhat deeper topic-wise. You'll still be covering the basics, but you might talk more about your family, friends, and values. During this round, you are also going to be making a craft based on the sorority's philanthropy during your conversation with the sister. My program said there was no pressure to make the craft, and the women at the chapter will also tell you the same thing, but sometimes it's like a cute little thing to do if the conversation gets awkward, or maybe it's a good conversation starter. Okay, and then ranking for Philanthropy round, you're going to rank your top 9 chapters in no order, and then your bottom 7, and again, order matters here. So after Philanthropy round, recruitment is going to stop for the first week of classes of second semester, because we are here for school. But then recruitment is going to pick up again that weekend. So third round is Sisterhood round. This is going to be 2 days, and you'll be able to visit a maximum of 11 chapters. You might only have 1 day if you have an incomplete list, which is all good, no worries. I'm pretty sure at this point in recruitment I only had 3 houses out of the 11 you could have. So luckily all of mine were on 1 day instead of 2, so I could have a little bit of break. So during this round you are also going to be met at the door, and one of the women will guide you to a room or area where you will again be watching a video, but this video is going to be based on the sisterhood of that chapter. Okay, and so during this round you're going to be talking to about 1 to 3 women for about 20 to 30 minutes each. These conversations are definitely going to be deeper just because you have more time to talk to the women. So cover the basics. I'd say definitely talk more about friends and families, what you value, what you're looking for in a sorority. And definitely try to connect with the women you're talking to. It's definitely easier to have a longer conversation if you find something you both have in common, or something that you both share an interest in. And also these could be your future sisters, so you never know. Okay, and then ranking for Sisterhood round, you are going to rank your top 2 houses in no order, and then your bottom 7, again, order matters. Last round, but not least, is Preference round. This is 1 day where you will visit a maximum of 2 chapters. So again, you're going to be met at the door by women, and they will take you to an area where you'll be sitting. During this round, there may be some of the women of the chapter giving speeches, or some introducing themselves, like if they're in an executive position. There may be some singing, so don't be weirded out. It's all part of like the whole recruitment process. During this round, you're going to talk to 1 woman for about 45 minutes. This is basically the final stretch of recruitment, so definitely try to connect with the woman you're talking to, especially if it's one of the chapters you can envision yourself being in. Really try to connect with her and leave a good impression of yourself, because it'll probably better your chances of getting a bid, which, if you really are interested in that chapter, is what you want. So I definitely say talk about like your friends and family, yourself. Definitely talk about your values and really why you want to join a sorority and why you might want to join the sorority specifically. Don't get me wrong, this is all hard to remember in the moment. I mainly just focused on keeping the conversation going with the woman I was talking to and really connecting with her and finding something that we could talk about for like 45 minutes. Okay, so ranking after this round is just a bit different. You have a number 1 position and a number 2 position. The chapter that you most definitely want, you're going to put in your number 1 position, and then the chapter in the number 2 position is the one that you're basically willing to take a bid from if your number 1 does not give you a bid. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier is that during Sisterhood and Preference Round, you will be offered some drinks and a little snack at each chapter, just like some water or lemonade and like cookies, just to get you through the longer conversations of that round. Okay, now the stuff that maybe most of you have been waiting for is what to wear during each round of recruitment. So for open house round, everyone is going to be wearing the same t-shirt that's provided by the Pan-Hellenic Association. It's just a simple cotton t-shirt with PHA usually across the front. You can style it however you want, but I don't think you're allowed to cut them just because they want everybody to look uniform on top at least. I would definitely say wear some cute jeans. I'm not sure if leggings are okay. Definitely ask your rogams about leggings. And definitely some like casual shoes. I think the best way to kind of like dress up during this round and show a little bit of your personality through your clothes is like definitely find some jeans that really match your personality. So they could be maybe just a little bit ripped or a little bit decorated. Even some cute shoes that are still casual but not what you would wear on a daily basis. So like maybe ones with cute bows or like patterns on them. Maybe even boots if they're a little bit casual enough. During this round, I wore the t-shirt and I had a plain pair of jeans, and then I bought these cute shoes that were like slip-ons, but they looked really nice and sleek, still casual. Okay, and then Philanthropy round. I like to think of this outfit as like street chic, kind of. So basically, like really nice jeans, a cute top, maybe a skirt if you're into that, a nice belt, boots or booties, and like a nice jacket on top. So for this round, since it will be cold in Indiana during this time, I would definitely say think like cute oversized knit sweater, nice jeans, like a statement belt, maybe tuck in your sweater into your jeans. Some rips in your jeans are definitely cute. Just keep in mind how much skin you're showing. Definitely some cute booties to go along with that. Maybe some like cargo pants to show off your little style. Or even like a skirt with tights, some cute boots. But yeah, for this round, I definitely stick more with jeans just because you will get dressier the further you go into the process. So for Philanthropy round, I wore black booties, black pants, and like this cute off-the-shoulder teal sweater top. I think I actually came back to my dorm and changed out of my booties into like black over-the-knee boots just because it was a lot of walking and my feet were killing me at that point. So that was for Philanthropy day 1, and then for Philanthropy around day 2, I think I wore the same black pants and then I wore my brown tan tall boots with a light purple sweater and then like a light blue faux leather jacket on top. I thought it was really cute. I got compliments on my jacket, so. And then for Sisterhood round, I would say think going out to dinner with your friends at a nice restaurant. You can wear like a dress, a jumpsuit, maybe a skirt and a nice top, and a nice jacket. So some examples I found were wearing like a skirt and tucking in a oversized sweater. Those are really cute. Again, a skirt with tights and some cute booties. I definitely think I was a little bit overdressed for this round, but I only had the one day for this round, so I figured I'd kind of just go all out. I wore a velvet jumpsuit that was like a magenta color and it was really pretty. It had a little bow on the waist and a really long necklace that I thought was really cute. And then I paired it with some like black skinny heels, so I thought it was really cute. I kept my hair straight. Did a little bit more on my eyeshadow, but yeah. Okay, and then last round for preference round is you're definitely going to bring out your formal dresses for this. Think cocktail dresses. You can wear heels and a jumpsuit. So some examples I found are just these really nice cocktail dresses. Just make sure you're not showing too much skin and it's not too tight. For all the outfits you're wearing, you want to be mindful of how much skin you're showing, how tight it is. Whatever you wear, just make sure you leave a good impression of yourself. Definitely try to show your style through it more. I'm pretty sure rompers are okay if they're like formal looking enough. So as far as makeup and accessories go, I would say for open invite and philanthropy round, do your makeup as you would usually do. It definitely depends on you as a person. I know on a normal basis I'm only wear like concealer, eyebrows, eyeshadow, mascara, but obviously for like more important and formal things like this, I'll do full face of foundation and a little blush just for structure. So it's all up to you, whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day. And then for Sisterhood and preference round, you can definitely go ahead and spice it up a little more with your makeup, do a full face, have some fun with your eyeshadow. But at the end of the day, it really is whatever you are comfortable with. Obviously, not all girls want to wear makeup or like wearing makeup. It's just whatever you are comfortable with. The same thing goes for your accessories. I know a lot of women like to wear a lot of like rings on their fingers and like bracelets. I'm more of like a 3 rings total kind of girl, maybe just like my stud earrings, maybe 1 bracelet if I'm feeling adventurous. I really like necklaces though, so that's why I wore my really long like statement necklace for Sisterhood round. Again, it's all up to you and what you like. Okay, last but not least are just some last minute tips and advice before you go into recruitment. I definitely recommend bringing a medium-sized handbag or a crossbody with you, where you can keep your phone, a portable charger if you need it because it's a long day. I really liked having chapstick in mine just because my lips get really chapped. You could also bring like a handheld mirror and some more lipstick or lip gloss if you need to reapply. I was able to fit a hairbrush in my bag, so I would definitely bring that if you can. A water bottle is really good because you're going to be talking a lot. Also, definitely bring some granola bars or other snacks because you're going to be out of your dorm for basically the whole day, and they don't provide you food during the first 2 rounds, I believe. Bring Band-Aids. Oh my goodness, for the love of everything, bring Band-Aids. You never know when you're gonna have a blister and you need to cover that up real quick. My shoes I wore for open invite round actually gave me some really bad blisters just because they were new and I had just bought them. Everything I packed was basically a just in case. Definitely bring and wear your heavy winter coats, please. It gets very cold, and even if you don't need it, you can just take it off, but it's always good to have because you're not going to be able to go back to your dorm and get it. One thing that I did that I found very helpful is that I took notes on my phone after leaving each chapter just about what I talked about with each woman and how I felt after leaving the chapter. So if I felt like I really connected with that chapter, I would put like a little like star emoji next to it or just something that helped me remember the feeling I got. I also really recommend, if you're more of a visual person, to take a picture of each of the chapters like houses if they have one. It just really helped me because at the end of the day it all jumbles together and it's really hard to separate each chapter from one another, especially if you were kind of like indifferent for some of them. It just really helps when ranking comes around so you can kind of distinguish which ones are your top chapters versus your bottom chapters. For each round after open invite round, you are going to be on your own schedule because the list of chapters that you get back will be different from everybody else. On the Panhellenic website, there's going to be a schedule of when you need to be at each chapter during each round of recruitment. So you're going to look at those times and compare them to your list to figure out where you need to be and what time. So definitely download the Double Maps app to look at all the buses and when they're going to be there and where they're going to go. It's really difficult to get from all the way on the extension of North Jordan to 3rd Street in 20 minutes. So download that app. The buses are your best friends, but definitely start walking towards your destination. The buses will stop for you if they see you running towards them, even if it's not at their designated stop. Definitely give yourself enough time to get where you need to go. There's not going to be anyone around to remind you. Eurogram is going to be off doing her thing, and like I said, it's really unusual that someone else is going to have the same exact schedule as you. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. I know it was pretty long. There's just a lot to cover and a lot of little details. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to see my future videos. And good luck during recruitment. If you see me, please say hi. I'll see you in the next one.